Good morning and welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Welcome to your YouTube channel for hopefully uplifting and thought-provoking conversations. It's a great day today, guys. I love to be able to speak to you about something that is so profound right now because it's 2020 and we should be embracing it. A lot of us are slipping, and it's only been a few days, and we really need to be aware of this slipping down the rabbit hole of going too deep into certain aspects of the world at the moment. One thing I want to say to you is that there are many people in this world who are extremely focused on certain reasons why they're here, and you only truly know that when you can only truly embrace it when it happens. But if you're at a stage in your life now that you're awakening and you're trying to embrace something, I think you have to be a little bit aware of embracing anything. It can be a little bit negative. Anything meaning, oh my God, I've just seen this and oh, I feel this, and then you become trapped and then you get pulled down into the rabbit hole. Be wary of that, because that is an energy that can pull you into the dark. Now, the thing that I feel is really important now in 2020 is to uplift your energy, to give yourself the power, to be your own guru, to be the master of your own life. It's impossible to be that master if you're being pulled down into certain subject matters that can have negative energy attached to it. So we're now seeing the world unfold. We're seeing everything being shown to us on a massive level. In fact, so much so that it's overwhelming for a lot of us. What do we do with it? Where do we go with it? My take on this is, okay, observe, step back, take a deep breath, look at the bigger picture, analyze it, and then let it go. And what happens, I work on a three sign measuring stick. That, how do I put it? Yeah, 3 sign measuring stick sounds about right. So that means if I'm being shown something at multiples of 3, I take notice of that. So if you're just seeing something and then you're taken aback by it, then step back from it, take a deep breath, look at it, don't put too much emphasis on it, and then let it go, and then wait a few days and see if it happens again in 3s. That way it gives you a clear indication that spirit or the universe, whatever you believe the word is, what you want to use, that the higher force is trying to direct you in a certain way. That's the signs. So 3 is a valuable number and a very powerful number. And if you add a number 1 in front of that, that's 13. And that is also a very powerful number, positive, and has been hijacked to make you believe that it's an unlucky number. It's not. Everything's back to front in the world that we live in. So bear that in mind too. So what do we do from here? 2020 is now here. Where do we go? Well, for me, I think putting pressure on yourself about doing something is always the first step to block your future path. So I think a lot of us struggle to actually breathe and to just sit back and to be still at certain points. Now, here's the thing. There is a fine line between sitting back, being still, and actually getting up off your bum and making a difference. So you have to find that fine line between both of them. So you've often heard me say it's so important to always know that where you are right now is where you're meant to be. That doesn't mean that you can sit there and do nothing. What it means is that whatever you do when you get up off your bum, it means that what you're doing is the right thing. So it is important that we move, that we create, that we feel, and that we dream. I think all of those things are important to our journey. However, don't hold on to all them thoughts, movements, dreams as your path. Just see them as a journey. And that journey leads you to the most beautiful, intricate, magical moments where people are brought into your life or situations are just going to present themselves. Thus, the magic of the 3 signs appear. So we may see one sign and think, oh my God, that's it. But if you have a really strong foundation in the 3, then what you'll say is, okay, if it happens 3 times, then I'll take notice. Because if you're jumping at every single thing that you think is a sign, then you might be pulled in certain directions where it's going to take you longer to get to where you want to be, or where your spirit or your you see, I got this really strong sense that I know my path is perfect, and I know where I'm going to be taken to at the right moment to meet the right person. It will happen in that right moment. When you've got that solid belief system, then you don't fear anything, because you know you're going to get there one way or another. Because the way that this world works, the magic that happens and the guidance that we're given, it isn't about making a mistake. It's just about getting there in a certain time. And in the spirit world, there's no such thing as time. So it's like, it's laughable if you're in the spirit world at home to watching us create this belief system that there is such thing as time. And there is nothing worse than time being in your life, because you set yourself deadlines. And what is a deadline? Boo. No heartbeat. It's frustration. It's fear. It's disappointment. Because 9 times out of 10, we put pressure on ourselves, and it creates a lot of problems, issues, and accidents. Therefore, try to make 2020 a lifetime of no more force, no more time. There is nothing wrong with having respect for somebody else when you're meeting them, but don't allow time to take over your life and to imprison you by the fear of time itself. So that's another step towards the right direction in 2020. For me, I want to just simply flow and let the universe take me to where I'm going. Where is that? I don't know. But isn't that beautiful to smile and knowing that, you know what? I don't actually have to do too much to create the life that I want. But then when you look a little deeper, you must ask yourself, is it going to take me some time? Is it going to take me some effort to be able to fit into that flow? Is it going to be more challenging to jump on that beautiful flow of life? Well, it can be if you've been doctrined, if you've been brainwashed, as we all have as a child, if you've been programmed to believe that you must do ABC. And if you don't do ABC, you will never get to where you're going. So for me, it's about trusting my journey. The complex discussion that we're having is not black and white. There's so many parts of grey here that it's a challenge to truly grasp this way of life. And I don't believe that my way of thinking, my way of doing is going to be perfect for you. However, if you can take snippets of what I'm saying and try to day by day apply them into your life, I truly believe you'll feel less frustrated. The anxiety will disappear more. You won't fear the fact that your life isn't going anywhere. You will start to trust more in your journey and feel more at peace to be able to sit down from time to time and just be still. And I think the journey of life now is about being still, taking notice but not reacting, trusting, allowing the flow of life to take shape. And when you do that, you become more balanced in your life. And that is where I believe the pinnacle of your life starts to take shape, starts to create in the journey that you so ask for. And what that means is, when you are balanced, both mind, body and spirit, when you are able to take the essence of of time being non-existent, when you're able to flow, you become part of this ocean flow movement, this wave that takes you to exactly where it's going. No fighting, no resisting, just flowing. What happens then is you're more open. The anxiety's gone now because you're not fearing anything. You're trusting, but you're getting up and doing whatever you're doing day by day, but you're doing it with a different way of feeling, a different trust, a different energy. And thus your energy changes. Your negativity disappears. You become happier. You become more joyful. And people say, wow, you look different today. Why? And you say, I don't know, I just feel better. And you feel better because you're not taking on board the suffering, the pain, the programming like you used to do, and you're letting it go. Basically, you're surrendering yourself to the flow of life. And in those moments, 16 years ago, when I learned to flow, I became less angry, I became less frustrated, I didn't knee-jerk as much. Yes, I became more sensitive, which is so important. And now, as I'm growing, my sensitivity has become so heightened over 16 years that I'm now trying to live a life, because I'm not doing my psychic one-to-one readings and healings daily, that I now have to find this energy to live in the world of what we're doing from day to day. So now I'm having to juggle and understand how to behave and how not to use too much of this sensitivity, because it's not working as well as a normal day with people around me just being myself. Whereas before, as a psychic healer, I needed that sensitivity to work every hour of every day to be able to help people. So we are always shifting, we're changing. So if you imagine yourself being at work 7 hours, 8 hours a day, and then leaving that work and coming into an environment where you're not working anymore, that's the same as how I feel now. So we shift, and what do we do with those hours? And how do we behave now? You know, oh my God, I'm not working. I've got too much time on my hands. I'm thinking too much. Oh my God, it's overload. And you see, you have to learn to change and adapt and shift. Well, if you imagine this beautiful cosmos, this beautiful world is shifting and changing and breathing and doing all of these amazing new energy shifts as it breathes, you're going to have to work with that. You're going to have to feel that. Just like when the full moon comes, it's sometimes a struggle for us because we can feel that energy is shifted and it's different. We have to learn to be still. So now 2020 is here. We have to now learn to adapt, to change, to create a new flow in our life. And the only person who can do that is you. I can share the information with you and you can say, wow, I didn't see it quite like that. Thanks, Mark. I'm going to sit and ponder about this. Or I'm going to watch my reactions and see what I'm doing from day to day and what can I do to change my reactions to fit into this new energy around me. So amongst chaos, amongst the madhouse that we see outside, we have to learn to be wiser. We have to learn to see and feel and to step back and breathe without reacting, without fighting, without knee-jerking. And that is what I'm doing every day. I know that life constantly changes its energy. I know the world never stops moving and changing for the better, for the stronger, for the higher vibration. Therefore, we have to flow in that very same energy. So it's like swimming against a current. You'll never do it. You just have to stop and let the current take you. Therefore, you have more energy, less fear, and you have to learn to trust in that flow and in that current where it takes you. Most people drown when a current takes them the opposite direction to where they see land. And that is where the mistake is. Don't fight, let the current take you, and eventually you will find yourself on dry land. And this is what's happening with our world, our earth, the beautiful energy that's happening at this moment. It is changing people, it is helping people, it's making people stronger, but it's also awakening people, making people more aware, making people see straight through what they couldn't see before. Clarity is really becoming powerful this year. we are going to hear more people who have never said anything in their life to be able to speak out their truth. So truth energy is here and now, and you are part of that. So speak your truth, because if you don't, you will feel suppressed. You will feel the pain in the throat. You will feel the pain in the head. You will feel the pain in the heart. Speak your truth. And ultimately, now, right now, is the year of looking at yourself. This is it now. Time to look at yourself. Do not be frightened about the fear of your belief that the weaknesses that you hold is going to cause you pain and suffering. Look at those weaknesses as your challenge to be able to conquer them and to become stronger. Not only did I this morning fear a certain moment of a challenge that I felt within myself was a weakness, I tried to change that around straight away and say, okay, Mark, why am I seeing these pains and sufferings as challenges, as a weakness? And I stopped, I took a breath, I stepped back, and I let it go. I recognize it, and now I work on that. I ask myself why I'm feeling this way and how can I overcome this. The weaknesses that we feel are the fears in our mind that we are frightened of facing. It is time to look at the man, woman, child in the mirror. This is our moment, and you are the most powerful teacher in your life. And there is only one teacher who can help you get 100% grades right now of life, and it's you, no one else. So conquer your fear. Do not be frightened of saying, yes, I have weaknesses within me, I have fears within me. This is the year to face them, and that is how you will conquer them. Do not be frightened of other people's reaction to you. This is the year that you stand up for what you believe in. Do not be frightened of speaking your truth in a loving way, and thus you will break free from the suffering of the throat and the heart. Speak your truth. Even the smallest of birds has a song to sing. You are powerful. You are the lion. You are everything that you came here to be. Do not allow one person or persons in this world to stop you shining your light. Write a poem. Say something beautiful. Sing a song. Stand up and be counted in the world, for you are equal to every single living soul and animal in this world. We are all equal. Do not let one person make you believe that they are more powerful than you. They are not. No way. You are the most powerful soul in your life and in this world. It is time to be the most powerful you that you always were. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful day, guys. I hope to see you all for 4 days working together at one of the 2 beautiful pure energy healing courses that is coming up very shortly. One in Toronto and one in Europe. Toronto is April the 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th, and the Spain, Europe one is June 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th on the Costa del Sol. We'll spend 4 days together, and that's when we break free. That's when the penny drops. That's when the final piece of the jigsaw gets fitted into place, and we will be the most powerful masters of our own life. To be the healer, we have to heal, and that's what this beautiful course is about. Have a great day, guys. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.